It is finally time for the road ahead for Halo Infinite. I didn't know whether to make this video or not. In fact, I'm not going to do a thing talking about it and sum it up. I'm going to react to it. Let's do it. And a shout out to Johan. Thank you so much. He's a part of the patron Discord where we talk about Halo over here. You could join us over there if you want to. Link in the description. Okay. Oh, nice art. These guys just... This is what I'm really curious about over here. They are smooth. They are well colored. They pop. They look like the MLG sports team skins, and I want more of that. And these look great, don't get me wrong, but I just want outfits that kind of have that pop to them that I don't have to pay for. Okay, it makes sense here that they're saying some of these things are targets and goals instead of like firm. It's good. It's good. All I hope, please, is this going to be a season that is longer than 3 or 4 months? Are we going to have another 6-month season? I really hope not. I think it's gonna be, but I really hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case. Okay, so here's the roadmap. Freaking... No! Oh, no! Season 2 is another 6-month season. Damn it, dude. I was really pulling that season 2 would be like when they got in the groove of things and they've started, you know, figure out the coding or technical depth they have or whatever that's been thrown around. And that it might still be a season longer than 3 months, but just 4, 5 at the most. Damn it. Freaking damn it. New maps being Catalyst and Breaker. And then the King to Hill, Land Grab, Last Spartan Standing, so on. Narrative events. Ooh, narrative events. Interference and Alpha Pack. So at the start of the season and a little over 2 months into it. Interesting. What is that? What does that mean? A new 100-tier battle pass, free armor core, plus earnable credits. I covered this in a video. Do they mean earnable credits for the free pass too? Because that'd be great. I covered that in my last Halo Infinite video, that the premium battle pass, you can get up to 1,000 credits. But does a free one, can you do that through the free one? I really hope so. In campaign network co-op, late August as the target. Late August. That is midway through this season. And that's a target too. That's a target date, which means they're not sure. Mission replay is in late August too. No. Oh, I was really hoping that would just be like 2 months behind, just 2. But late August, that's 3. That's more than 3. They're saying late August. That's a target. That's the scariest part. Is it's a target date. It's a freaking target date. I don't know. We'll never know what the we'll never know. We're not game developers. We'll never know how hard it is to do shit over there. But this new engine is not working with them as easily as a lot of us may have thought. Forge open beta, September target. So the Forge open beta begins in September. Targeted, again, that could be October. Season 3, November 8th. And the Season 3 will come with another 100-tier battle pass, new maps, new modes, new sandbox items. Interesting. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. So they don't intend for campaign split screen to come until Season 3. What's so interesting about this is that there was some report or whatever, or it wasn't, obviously I don't think it was true, but there was something like way back that was saying, you know, like, I'm a developer here and I just can't say who I am. And campaign, we actually were on the cusp of it working co-op, but there's just a few things to still tinker out. Bro, it's not coming until midway through the season, more than midway, and it won't be coming with split screen either. That'll be in Season 3. It is what it is, and I really hope when Season 3 rolls around, you know, we'll get to that, but I really hope. Anyways, Priority 0. Priority 0, which is a great priority. I feel like I need to look into how often Apex has a new season. And it seemed like Gears 5, they had like a new season every 3 months, 4 at the most. They've slowed it down now. I just wonder, like, what would have happened if they just switched to like the Unreal Engine before releasing the game. I'm obviously talking about before. There's nothing, at this point, they're too far gone into whatever their technical situation is. Again, not a game developer, so I have no room to genuinely diss. I don't think anybody can actually diss unless they're a game developer or have a long list of examples of other things to potentially compare it to. I don't know. Okay, so looking for ways to accelerate. That's good. But while staying healthy. Oh, so they're going to skip doing kind of a flighting program for Forge, and they're going to go straight to an open beta. That's interesting. And that's a little bit scary, because if it is crap during the open beta, you know people are going to talk bad about it. You know that they're just going to be like, oh, look at how broken Halo Infinite is, and then they're not going to realize it's a beta. And this game needs a lot of hype for it right now, so we'll see if that's a decision that pays off. Ooh. Forge will persist from the open beta onwards, evolving and growing over time. Does that mean just like technically Halo Infinite launched as an open beta and just transitioned to December 8th? Does that mean that's the same approach? That when they do the open beta for Halo Infinite's Forge mode, it's just there onwards? So Forge, if that is the case, correct me if I'm wrong, that basically means Forge will be a part of Season 2. So that's kind of interesting. That's kind of a nice little nugget. It's just the beta version. It's not, it might launch totally broken. It will hopefully be solid by Season 3, but and see, here it is. The primary reason we are extending Season 2 is to give us time before shipping another season to fully address quality of life improvements based on Season 1. So they didn't intend for this. They didn't intend for the seasons to be more than 3 or 4 months, but they are. They just are. This really is, I say it again, this is truly an early access Halo game. This is the first ever early access Halo game. And I'm very curious if you disagree with that statement. Why do you disagree? Because Halo Infinite is not complete. And I don't say that in like a Halo Infinite's so bad it doesn't even feel complete. Like, I'm saying it's clearly a Halo game that doesn't have everything the developers want in it. And we get to be there as they add it, kind of a thing, instead of waiting another 2 or 3 years for them to do so. It's just a very different experience for a mainline Halo game, and for any Halo game, really. And it's jarring. So every month they have a drop pod thing that's going to be kind of patching in the game and fixing it up, tweaking it. This is interesting, bro. So these multiplayer narrative events that place your personal Spartan in the center of an evolving seasonal storyline. It just, like, what does that mean? What is a evolving storyline? And they made it seem like earlier, where's that timeline image? They made it seem like, here, these 2 weeks. So are they missions? Are they campaign-like things where we could actually fight Flood and Sentinels or whatever? Flood. Brutes and grunts and stuff. I don't know why I said Flood, because that's not going to happen. But yeah, it's just interesting that they have it in these 2-week increments. And what happens? Like, is it a limited time engagement? Can you not go to it later on and play it whenever during the season? I'm very curious to learn more about these narrative events, because that'd be very cool if it was something like Spartan Ops, but I don't want it to be gone. I don't want it to be a limited time, like, guys, we got to play this now. Oh, I caught a little nugget here that I didn't bother to notice before. Everybody is Master Chief in this picture. Me and other people I've talked with have been really curious. In co-op, are you going to be Master Chief? Or are you going to be your own Spartan? Or just some other random new story-based Spartan? I was always curious, like, what do you play as in co-op? Like Halo 3, you were like elites and so on. But it looks like in Halo Infinite, you're gonna all be Chief. So that kind of makes sense, but I'm also a little bit bummed. I wish there was a way. We'll see. Like, I don't know. Maybe they'll change that, and this is just for now a placeholder image. But for now, this image, it's kind of telling me that you all play as Master Chief. It really does bum me out that mission replay and co-op won't be until more than halfway through the season. I was really hoping it was just going to be like 2 months. 2 months is very optimistic, but also not too unrealistic. In my opinion, this is not going to be enough to hold people over. It's just not. But I'm glad they at least gave a roadmap for what we can expect for the rest of the year. That is great. We know now when season 3 will be a thing. We know it's going to be a 6-month season yet again. But we also know now that they're going to be doing an open beta for Forge mode during season 2. And when roughly campaign might happen, as well as roughly when the Forge thing might happen. And these narrative events, like that's something totally new that I'm very curious about what the heck that's going to even be. But in the end, this new battle pass will be great for a bit, but these new modes and new arenas and these new maps, like it's just not, it's going to be enough for the first month. The first month of season 2 is going to be a great time. After that first month is over, that's it. Who knows? Maybe that's actually why they're doing this narrative event thing in the hopes that, you know, around the time that it's been a month and a half, soon have the alpha pack, you know, thing that happens here in July. And then once that's over, that's when the campaign co-op and Forge will start to trickle in. It seems like season 2, they're going to be trying to drip feed instead of doing everything all at once. And definitely, this could be an entire other video, but the all at once approach is really the only way to get people to be super jazzed about the game. That's a debate in the comments I'd love to see you have. Is it better to have a drip approach throughout a season or to just kickstart it with everything? But it doesn't seem like that second one is an option. For me, I think season 4. Season 4 is when this game will feel like, yeah, this is the state I wish it launched in, but maybe you feel different. Let me know. Let's chat about it in the comments, and don't forget to be geek, be proud, be awesome.